Libras, welcome to Ascended Master Tarot. This is my first video. We're going to take a look at the information that you need to know. It is going to be a general reading, so information for personals will be in the description box. You may have to flip the roles. The gender of the cards don't matter. And if it doesn't resonate, feel free to check out your other placements in my main channel. And the link for that will be in the description box as well. So let's see. What do you guys need to know at this time? We have Ten of Swords, the Sun card, Page of Pentacles, the Emperor, Knight of Cups, the Chariot, King of Cups, and the King of Swords. Okay, so for one, someone knows that they have some stiff competition. If you've been single for a while, this is someone new coming into the picture that's going to be highly interested in you. Some of you, this individual is already in your life now, and they are playing either the divine feminine or the divine masculine role in your life. This is just someone who is a stand-up person, loyal, hardworking, stable, grounded. You can trust this person. And someone from your past, like an ex, for example, knows that even though they have this small apology or this small offer to give to you, it's nothing in comparison to this woman or man that is now being placed in your life. If they're not here yet, it's only a matter of time, because you've gone through massive amount of betrayal, trauma, heartbreak, pain, sorrow. Every time you give someone the benefit of doubt, it's like they just take that opportunity to stab you in the back and watch you as you bleed. You've been basically surrounded by sheep pretending to be in your corner, but these sheep were actually wolves. I feel like you were surrounded by people that pretended to be your friend, pretended to be allies, pretended to be people that you can trust and count on, and the first chance they got to team up together and to basically betray you, they took every opportunity to do so. These are individuals that still talk about you to this day because they can't figure out why none of their schemes and traps actually kept you down long term, because I feel like there was a point in time where maybe you were down and out, you weren't doing the best, and it's because of the combination of attacks that you were going through in that moment. And now this is what you're getting: happiness, peace, contentment, joy. Even if you do have bad days, it's nothing in comparison to where you were at in the past. And I feel like this is just a small fraction of the things and the blessings that are about to come for you next, especially in the realm of finances, work, and career, because that was the first aspect of your life that was mostly getting attacked by people around you. Some of you, this was a family group that basically chose to attack you because you're like the black sheep, you're the chosen one, you're the truth teller, you're the one that they can't get one over on, you're the one that chooses to stay in their own lane and to mind their own business. And for some reason, this is what bothers people the most about you. It's the fact that they can't pull the wool over your eyes like they used to. In the past, you may have been naive, you may have given people the benefit of doubt, you may have just believed in the good of humans, but now you've had to go through this major lesson that was difficult to go through, that involved multiple people turning on you. At some point, this could be every single love interest that you've been in a relationship or a connection with up until this point. They didn't actually love you, they didn't actually care for you, they did not respect you, and even if they did, they were not willing to meet you halfway or to compromise in order to make the connections work. But now, like I said, you have someone new that's coming into the picture if they're not here already, and this Emperor is not going to be someone that's in and out and inconsistent. They're going to want to stay, they're going to want you to move in, they're going to want to see you on a constant basis. This is someone that has a life of their own. They have hobbies, dreams, aspirations, goals of their own. So this grown woman or man isn't going to be the type of person that's going to expect you to babysit them 24/7, because that's the type of people you were connected to, like attention-seeking whores and players, where when you had something to do and they were bored, they would just go out of their way to basically go out and get attention. And now they're realizing that they made some stupid, dumb mistake, because 1 to 2 exes of your own have moved on to new people, new connections, new relationships, and they're realizing how much you really put to the table, how much you really put up when it comes to these people, how much you really went out of your way to help them develop, to help them grow. They're seeing how everything that they pointed at you and made it seem like you were doing wrong was actually something that you were trying to help them with, because these new partners or these new people, these new allies in their circle don't give a F or a rat's ass what happens to this person, to these exes, and they're wishing for that gift back. People want relationships and connections with you back. These are even people that want your friendship back. They want that support system that they could rely on, which was you. You were always a person that was reliable, trustworthy. They could always come to you with their secrets and their ideas and their opinions, and they knew you were the person that would tell them up front what it is without trying to sugarcoat. And that was also something that I feel like people targeted you about in the past. It's like, yes, they loved you and they loved the things about you, but those were also the things that they hate because they didn't want to take accountability over their own actions, over their own, you know, situations. It's like something about your life and the fact that you're accountable and you stand in your own 2 feet bothers other people. And that just goes to show how powerful you are. Look, immature people with broken promises and whispering sweet nothings into your ear, now they're the ones feeling betrayed because they don't have access to you. They don't have access to your light. Look, you were this person that was weaving happiness, joy, and contentment into every environment that you walked into. And it wasn't until you left, and it wasn't until you weren't in the picture anymore, that it's now cold, desolate, no love in the air. Everyone is like dog world, everyone for themselves type of energy. This is where you left your exes and your past friends at. You left them in environments where they're getting stabbed in the back and dogged out the same exact way they conspired to do against you. And now they're wishing for true love and true friendship and true unconditional support. And when they had that, what did they do? They basically trashed you. They stomped on you. They broke your heart every chance that they got. There's a man here that's realizing that they have no chance at getting to you anymore because there's now someone new in the picture, or there's about to be. And this was a divine judgment or order, because whoever this masculine energy was, they had this ability of shape-shifting and having one-night stands and relationships and connections everywhere else, and leaving this woman constantly at a point of wondering where their relationship was headed, where they were going. This man basically drove this woman to a point of almost insanity. And it wasn't until she took things back into her own power, focused on herself, loves herself, self-care, self-love, self-admiration, that now the divine is granting this woman a new person, and this person is not going to be like the barrier. In the past, there was no barrier between these two individuals, and that's what this man liked. They liked the fact that they could come in and out, and they could toy with this woman's heart, but now that's not the case anymore. It could be swapped, where it was, you know, one woman doing this to 2 men. But with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, these people that were affecting you, affecting your finances, your resources, for one, they're like demons and entities. These are the type of people that will sell you out for the next best thing, the next best check, any opportunities. These are people that are willing to step on people to get to the top, and that's what you were surrounded by. You were trying to do things by the book, trying to be nice, kind, stay in your own lane, and you were surrounded by people, even in the workplace, that were willing to sacrifice you and do anything in their power to take what they can from you. So these people knew that you're a very abundant, prosperous person, and in their mind it's like, how can we take this person's prosperity, drain it from them, and somehow use it for ourselves, or use that energy to build on ourselves? And that's the thing, you are the key. You're the key in most of these scenarios and predicaments that you were in. The reason why these people were thriving, if you really look back, it's because of you. Now that you're no longer in the picture, there's a lot of things, foundations that are crumbling down because they don't have that glue that stuck everything together, which was you. You're a very grounded, stable, mature person. At times that may come off as boring to someone who's inconsistent and isn't looking to build. So they may go off to the thing that will give them attention, that will seem lively in the moment. But when the dust settles, that's when they realize who's there and who's not. And this is where these people are. They're in a period of realization as you move on to an Emperor energy. Look at this, Emperor twice. Do you see this woman? This woman has been through a lot. She's been hurt, stabbed in the back. She's been traumatized, and now she has a man in her circle who's going to defend this woman at all costs. And I mean at all costs. This man will kill for you. Whoever you are watching, the new person that's about to come into your life, this life partner, they will kill to protect you. And that's exactly what you deserve, because you kept being put in predicaments that you really did not deserve at all. You've had to defend yourself, possibly even since childhood. Defend who you are, your belief systems, people trying to mold you into what they think they need, or into, ways that benefit them. Sometimes, for some reason, people just didn't want to let you be you. Just being you was a problem. If you look back, it was always people trying to mold or like influence your decisions or your actions, not knowing that you being authentic is the best thing that can happen for everyone involved, because you become your most powerful when you're in your authentic self. And we have the world. Something's closing out. A major cycle is closing out, which means something new is about to begin. Some of you are going to become viral, be well known online. This is a World Wide Web as well, and this is justice. Whatever work you've been putting in, if you've been thinking about doing something creative online, please do so, because it's going to bring major changes, blessings into your life. It's even going to get you networking with people that could help you expand. So with Libra placements, what do you guys need to know? Death. 2 of Wands. 8 of Wands. 2 of Swords. 10 of Wands. When you randomly think about people, it's because they're thinking about you. If you just out of the blue think about Sally from 10th grade and you have no idea why, it's because these people are thinking about you. You have a very strong telepathic connection to just people in general. I don't know if it's the fact that your cerebral frontal cortex is developed. There's something about you've done so much work on yourself that even the amount of the percentage of the brain that you use is even higher than most people, which means you've unlocked more gifts than most people. And one of those gifts involves telepathy. You can send people messages through music even. So when you think about someone and you think about how they made you feel, on the opposite end, they're probably hearing a song or music that just gets randomly shuffled with the same lyrics that you're essentially thinking about. And if, I don't know, that's going to make sense to someone. But with death, you're going through major changes, major transformations. You're also aligning with your higher self, which means you're not going to align with low vibrational people who don't know who they are. And you had a tendency of attracting people who didn't know who they were, where they were headed, what they even wanted to do in life. They didn't know jack about their purpose. And after them meeting you, you essentially put them on their path. And that's why these people can never forget you. Everyone that you've encountered, even in the most small, minute ways, even that taxi driver that you talked to for barely even 10 minutes, that person still remembers you because you gave them some sort of gem. You gave them some sort of information that essentially helped them change their lives. People spy on you because they know you're the truth. They know everything that you've said. Even if it was 6 years ago, it came to fruition. It came to light. You're the seer. You're the oracle of some sort. You're the oracle in your community, in your environment, in the friend group that you were in your family. And that's why these people feared you. That's why they did all this, to try to undermine the information that you had. There are some people that are so much in their ego that they can't fathom the idea that someone might be more intelligent, more gifted than them. Instead of these people using the gems that you were dropping to them and the information that could have essentially elevated their lives, they try to somehow twist stuff back on you and make it seem like you were the problem, to keep you stuck and bound, to make it seem like what you're doing isn't right and you need to do things this way. And you need to just listen to yourself at all times. Listen to your inner guides, your intuition, and your gut. Everyone else's opinions does not matter because that's something that's going to work for their timeline and not yours, right? With the 10 of Wands, you've also had a lot of burdens and things that have been on your plate. No more of that. It's going to be more of you feeling lighthearted, moving even, traveling, doing more things, having more opportunities to have leisure time, less responsibilities on your plate because you've already had to take on so much. And I also feel like you're going to get some form of elevation. Before I let you go, Libra, last thing that you need to know: addiction, talking, separation, mask. Yeah, so there's definitely people thinking about you. They're feeling sad because they're reviewing how they treated you, their actions towards you, and they're yearning for you back. These are people that are also unsure of their future. That's not the case for you because what you know you're getting is abundance, prosperity. And even if you don't believe that, that's what you need to train your mind to do, to accept blessings, to know that you do deserve good things. And with addictions, you could have had people that were either codependent on you or vice versa. You were codependent on them. Now these people have some sort of obsession with you because they can't possess you like they thought they would. These are individuals that did have some form of control over you in the past. Now that control is completely gone, and instead what they're getting is a block. There's some form of restraint keeping you away from certain people who still want access to you back, but these individuals are not deserving in any way, shape, or form. For one, they hide, they pretend, they gaslight, they like to delude you, personify even. They don't show their true feelings. And here you are, interested in other things. I feel like people are going to be trying to contact you though, text message, block calls, messages to try to see if they can hoover you back. That's a narcissistic tactic. Like knowing that someone doesn't want to talk to you and still finding ways to contact them is considered hoovering. And this is what these people are going to do. So just protect yourself, guard yourself. Thank you for checking out my video, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. Bye.